are feeling it here on Sunup 7. It is Friday.
It is Friday. What an exciting day it is.
No, it's not the first Friday in the year.
No.
We had the second.
Right.
Second Friday.
But definitely, it's a great space to be, and we thank you so much for joining Renata tonight today. Let's tease them what can they expect on today's show.
Excitement is coming in because we're going to be playing some games, but we also have a conversation with the Belize City Council talking about the tax increase and how does that look, what that process was like. Stay tuned for that. But what else do we have?
What else do we have? There's an upcoming exhibition by Yao Ling Lee, and today we're going to talk to her about what the exhibition is going to be about and how can you engage in that process.
So stay tuned for all the exciting conversations. You know how this works, man. Put your comments in the comment section. Make it live, interactive, fun, and respect. Of course.
Yes.
Not Brian.
I love it. He did a great job. He did a great job. Yeah.
So, count to go.
Let's go. Hey.
That's worth looking for today. Just in time,
and he's here to talk to us
the
about
writing appears on the
show that we're on right now. Tell me.
We're the first ones to see.
And we're going to be talking about the hot shush that has been happening.
The world that we see may seem that it'll never change. They say, but if you tear down the wall that's blinding us all, you'll see the way today. A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all concerns.
Muy buenos dias, my beautiful Sunup 7 family. Welcome to your Friday episode. It's January 9th. I want to say thank you so much for welcoming Renata into your space. If you're watching via Facebook, YouTube, or cable TV, we're going to have a great time. Before we get into everything prepared for you today, let's bring you the weather, and that's courtesy of the Belize Met Service.
Good morning. A fresh east to southeasterly airflow prevails over the country. And in the 24-hour forecast, skies will be sunny with a few cloudy spells today and partly cloudy tonight. And only isolated showers are expected. High temperatures will reach around 84 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 88 inland, and then 76 up in the hills. For tonight, low temperatures will reach around 76 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 70 inland, and then 65 in the mountains. Winds over the open sea will be from the east to southeast at 10 to 20 knots, with sea conditions being choppy to moderate. And then low tides occur at 8:33 this morning and at 9:27 tonight. High tides at 2:31 this afternoon, then at 3:01 tomorrow morning. The moon will set at 10:56 this morning, then rise at 11:36 tonight, while sunrise is at 6:25 this morning and sunset at 5:34 this evening. Then in the extended forecast, there will be cloudy spells with isolated showers developing on Saturday. Then a few showers with a medium chance for isolated thunderstorms are expected for Saturday night, mainly along coastal areas. And finally, for the sargassum update, satellite observations show a moderate increase in sargassum over the area. As a result, moderate impacts are expected to continue, especially over the northern half of the country. And this has been this morning's weather report from the National Meteorological Service.
I said put it in your boat.
Folks, that's your weather update. I heard fresh easterly, northeasterly winds, and I'm like, I'm down for that. It sounds really good.
We're stuffy, guys, in the studios.
Let us know how you're doing, where you're watching from. Again, if your energy, let's do a thing. Let us know what's your energy level if you're watching via Facebook from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. How are you feeling this Friday? If you're celebrating anything, of course, we would like to celebrate with you. So let us know, what are you celebrating today? Definitely, it's always a pleasure, seeing a lot of familiar faces or names on our Facebook live chat. We love interacting with you.
Yeah.
Ren, how is your energy today?
My energy is good. It's off on the big deliciousness.
So 1 to 10, what is it?
I'm on a 15.
A 15?
Yeah,
My
I'm
gosh.
on a 15. It's a Friday. I'm excited, I'm good. I'm making my songs, as you know. What happened?
Girl, I can feel the 15.
Yes, so I'm going to make the songs that the chupacabra or whatever it is.
How does that go?
Oh,
that's so chupacabra go?
I don't know, baby. Listen to me. I'm going to make up my things along the way.
I'm like, what?
I'm going to get it at some point in time. How do you think it would sound, Kevin? Let's hear it.
That's a good one.
You have to make something come out of your mouth.
Okay.
You can't just say ha.
I do not know.
What was that?
I do not know.
What is that? You pick a honey bun. Guys, Kevin, the thing was so funny. Anytime Kevin does something where he's not comfortable with, but at the same time he likes, he starts sweating and get so nervous again. Wow.
Wow, yes.
What is your energy like today, Kevin?
I'm feeling great. I had a great night's sleep.
You look refreshed, though.
Yeah. I guess it's like the haircut and everything. And
Yeah,
then
I
I
think
always
it,
just do a thing.
It heightens your skin and makes you look brighter.
Yeah.
And then you have good skin, too. It's also
It's also been great days. It's been great days, great weather. I'm super grateful, for everything that's taking place in my space at the moment. So great energy, ready for the show, ready for the conversation and for what the day will bring.
Guys.
We're gonna conquer today. That's the plan. But definitely, Charlotte is at a 4.4. She's in bed. All right. Michelle is feeling 4 out of 10. Claudia's feeling a 10, which we absolutely love.
Yeah, the person's you're sounding like a juvenile Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Oh, my one sounds like a juvenile Chewbacca. Okay, you know what?
And my one sounds like an owl is being hit. That's so funny.
So this is a new thing that I think it's Jefferson that made it up, is Frenata. And apparently when I'm Frenata, there's no violence.
Okay.
I didn't know. So when I'm Renata, there's violence, and Frenata is I'm friendly. So I'm getting what you did. I'm making
all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Charlotte's feeling 10. Nathan is feeling like a 4.
Oh, no. We have a lot of fours.
Ready to say your chupacabra have a British accent.
He's well traveled. So, and then sometimes when
That
you're
is
in a
true.
spot for a while,
Yeah.
you pick up the accents. So leave him alone. He just wants some chips.
Wow. Okay. So that's I love the energy. It's a great way to start the day, definitely, because our couch talk is gonna be a bit heavy.
Okay, so prepare yourself, brace yourself. I'm looking into comments because I also really want to hear from you guys feedback on some of the things we're going to be discussing.
Right. So we jump into our couch talk and let us know how you feel about this topic, which is the BTL's acquisition of Smart and the cable companies.
Yes.
Which was, as Jules announced on Monday, it's going to be earlier than we anticipated, and clearly it's going to be earlier than anticipated,
And we're
because
in the final stages.
we're in the final stages about it, which has raised so many concerns from so many persons. For one, there is the board of directors of BTL that have been kept out of the loop, and now they're being called on the day to vote.
Today is the day that they're supposed to be voting. Unfortunately, because it's so last minute, not everybody can make it to that meeting.
Yeah.
So some persons are also going to be met with a call, with a briefing, with whatever.
Right.
Which is kind of out of the norm.
Right, but it's also not also based on how untimely it is, but also it's they have not been properly informed about the process about this acquisition. That they're so how can we vote for something that we have not been kept in the loop as in regards to this? So we do have some figures to share with you as in regards to the whole cost that this is going to take, which is $170 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And if we were to break down how this is going to go, is that 90 million will go on cable companies and 80 million for Smart. Uy. if we were to share further, like
breakdown from that, when because we mentioned before previously, Jules has mentioned it too, that the Brazilian administration has ties with Smart, obviously there's family, and there's shares and everything, equity along that line. And so on that same note, they would be standing to receive about $40 to $45 million in this overall deal.
Yeah, the Brazilian family will get $40 to $45 million out of this deal.
40 to 45 million.
I don't know what that amount of money does to people.
And I like how Charlotte's saying here that this deal should not go through. I know that the Belize Chamber of Commerce also came out with a press statement, just basically aligning some of the reasons they felt that this deal should not be going through as well, or they should be reevaluated in that sense because they don't feel like it's a sound dealing that's going to be happening. I know yesterday Brandon was raising the concerns about the monopoly, about how that looks too. They're talking about aspects of it not being, it's going to be kind of like a conflict of interest with how things are looking. So there are many aspects that we can be able to say, you know, I'm not really sure how I feel about this. And on that same note, how do people navigate from there?
That is true. So one of the concerns that was shared by the Chamber of Commerce is saying as in regards to possible Social Security funds getting invested in this acquisition of BTL. As we know, Social Security has 33% assets over BTL. And if such funds will be used to make this transaction take place, then they're like making like, they're questioning, you know, how will this affect the Social Security funds as in regards to being able to meet its needs of contributors to Social Security. Because the big thing here is that who did the evaluation of these companies to make sure that it comes up to $170 million, right? So it's like, where did this take place and how we know that $170 million is a sound investment for it to be done? At the end of the day, they're very concerned as like, how will the public benefit from the acquisition of Smart and the cable companies? And
it looks also about how Belize, which is I think is very interesting, what the chambers highlighted is that Belize lacks the legal safeguards needed to protect consumers, competition, and public funds. So I think that's a big highlight, Kev, in the sense that we're not prepared to go into this. And this is why yesterday I was saying, before even making my big accusations or so, I wanted to at least hear. I think Belizeans, the public, the cabinet, the board members, we were supposed to be allotted that time to digest the information to be able to make a sound decision. And the whole idea of it not being properly laid out before you points to concerns. Like the BCCI said, it points to concerns over transparency, possible conflict of interest, risk to social security funds, and the potential for monopolistic pricing and reduced service quality. Because as you know, with a monopoly, then at one baby boo, you can't go to nobody, granny, auntie, uncle, cousin. At least you could be able to have, if there was one or two businesses, you can be able to say, you know what, I'm not going to go for Digi, I'm going to go for Smart, I'm not going to go for this cable industry, I'm going to go for our next one. There is a level of options for you. But when the public is faced with this is it, honey, take what you get or not take it none at all.
That is true. That is true. And it just makes you question about the sound investment. You know, one of the comments here is you know, regards cable companies as kind of like being obsolete because people are now moving more into like the Netflix and the Paramount and Amazon and, you know, like Disney Plus and all of these things. So like, you know, like how longer will cable companies stay in the loop?
That is true.
It a sound investment?
Very good point.
And in regards to like Smart, you know, like it's, I think again, going back to like how this like valuation process went through, like does Smart really have the technology to say like, oh, we're buying like really good assets and it's gonna like bolster, you know, like BTL, or are we really like just buying the number of customers that Smart has?
So we're just thinking the customers, which again, having this magnitude of customers causes people to start thinking about the quality of service, about also the pricing that's going to be taking place. Because like, again, and I go back to my point, when you're in a monopoly, you're able to dictate really what you want consumers to pay and they don't have another option. So if that's the case, Kev, I can't go to somebody else. Like I just have to take what I get or just not have nothing at all. That's what you're faced with when you're dealing with a monopoly. It's the only one providing the service. So it really raises alarms to persons. Do I have another option from there?
Right. So as we mentioned during our conversation right now, Ren, is that today the board of directors is going to vote for the acquisition of this. You know, it's highly probable that this will go through. It is.
I don't see how it's not going to go through the way or the traction it's gotten. The process, the point where it's at, it's unfortunate at the point where it's at, there was not a lot of transparency for persons to know exactly what's been put on, what's been dealt. Like even going back to the independent investigation, who it didn't feel fully like an independent investigation because there was a person outside doing it, but then the due diligence and how long was that investigation taking place and all of that taking. It's totally different from when you look at the Fortis deal and how things were properly outlined for persons to say, this is all we're getting, this is how much it's valued. Because again, I think the public deserves to know, the cabinet, the board members fully deserve to understand what is the profits for these companies or what were they making, what were they not making, what was the issues. Because if you are going to acquire this, I'd acquire everything with it.
Right. So the questions, and I'm just want to like share some of what's coming from, is like, why are they even doing this? And I think that's like the big thing. Everybody's like on this thing and be like, how will we benefit as consumers? How will we benefit as, you know, Belizeans? Why is the rush? You know, like all of these questions are like so there, and they really have not kept us informed any at all as to like saying, okay, we're gonna go in this process, da is getting done, this is how you're gonna benefit, this is why we're acquiring this. None of it, right? It's just, we know what we shared with you, that today they're gonna vote for it. The total net cost of all this project is gonna be $170 million, what the breakthrough is gonna look like.
I do also want to make a couple points, Kev, on what Digis said, because remember they also put out a press statement, and one of their things was saying that Digis consolidation could allow for more investment in modern infrastructure, stronger networks, and a better access for undeserved communities. And the company emphasizes that any further consolidation would allow and follow the transparent process with board oversight and independent advisors, and says it remains on affordable services, reliable connectivity, and supporting Belize's long-term digital transformation. So further, we're going to be transparent.
Yeah, I do not know.
Your face,
your
face, sweet me.
Because I am really concerned about, you know, like monopoly, right? And this is going to be like the only internet and cable company, and you need the internet, right? You may not use cable, but you will need the internet to be able to stream, as what Brandon mentions here. So you just have to pay, and that's the...
And take whatever you get.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it can look, and this is why I'm saying, if you could present this properly to persons and let them say, okay, we're inheriting all these customers, we're going to be able to do better infrastructure. Our plan is to map out under undeserved areas and rural areas that we want to be able to go, because we're going to have better investments since we're having all of this revenue coming in. But map it out to me, Kev. I need you to talk to me. And I told this yesterday to Brandon. It's just a matter of having a proper layout for persons to fully understand what is being presented, because you're in the dark. You're just like, this to come. You just have to take away. But it's a matter of why, or the big question, Kev, or one of the questions, because there's many questions. Why not inform fully about why the process is this and how we got to the process and what's going on? Like, is there something to hide? Because that's the next thing when you think about things happening so fast. What are you hiding? What is not being said?
And who's actually winning from this, right? $40 to $45 million that will go to the Briseño family. Ooh, that's a good one. But Ren, let's move on to our next Couch Talk topic. And so a father of two girls was killed in the delivery truck of Caribbean Chicken a couple days ago, and Caribbean Chicken put out a press statement, again, you know, extending their condolences to the family and friends of Mr. Mark Anthony Gabriel, who, as they shared, was a dedicated worker, one of their best employees that they've had over the last 3 years. And that they call for justice as in regards to the situation, and they're going to be in full cooperation with the authorities to be able to do a proper investigation for the persons that did this, that murdered Mr. Mark Anthony Gabriel, to be fully held accountable of what they did. Right? But it also has raised other concerns as in regards to the manner in which these companies operate for delivery. Right? One of the comments that was shared on our Facebook is like, if these companies, what they're going to do, because it's like, it's not the first delivery truck that's getting targeted and somebody lost their life doing their job. So it's like, how are they going to be addressing the situation? Some of the suggestions that have come across is for these companies to now move to like online payment to reduce the amount of cash that these delivery trucks have on hand. But there was really nothing coming forward as regards, this is our course of action that we're going to do to reduce the vulnerability of our employees to situations like this. So that's a thing that I feel like it needs to happen, right? So like deeply connect with the condolences and all this, the
But show me a
sympathy and
plan.
everything. But
Show
I
me
want
a
to see
plan.
how
Tell
will you
me,
ensure that
how
future
does this
situations will not
happen
take
to
place.
somebody else in this position? Because this is a father, have 2 girls. His life was taken on the job.
Yeah.
Like, this is not something that should be taken lightly in any way, shape, or form, and other businesses, because we know they're not the only one that has to deal with that idea of delivery, pick up the money, because people target these vehicles. So is there a thing where they're going to be having better police patrol with them, something in place, better bulletproof vehicles? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just something that, to make me say that I'm thinking about this is our plan going forward, X, Y, and Z. Because yes, it's one thing to be with investigations, fully commend, yes, thank you for that. But how are we preventing this? How are we being proactive to note that this is not going to catch somebody else again?
Yeah.
That's my thing
Yeah.
too. Just wondering, what's the plan rollout?
Yeah.
Just talk to me. And then if not the case,
Yep.
what are we going to be doing, really? Because we can't just say that we're upset about this but not do something afterwards.
Right, let's move on to our next Couch Talk topic. This is a big book that people have to take, especially in Belize City. So the Belize City Council increases property tax by 18%.
1/8.
And according to them, it's mandated by the law, which, wow. So if you look at what's going to take place this year, there's going to be an increase in electricity, an increase in water. For commercial business, there's going to be an increase in the garbage collection that's going to take place in May. And now they're announced that there's going to be an 18% increase in property taxes. Wow. It's a lot for
The
people
Belize
to
Council is
have to
supposed
deal
to
with.
be on later to talk about it. I'm hoping that we can be able to have that
Yeah,
conversation
definitely.
properly, thoroughly, to understand what's the thought process towards that. But I just, man,
Yeah. So according to them, this is a process that should have taken a
from
long time ago.
2013, it's
From
supposed to be a
2013,
every
yeah.
5 years, they're supposed to be able to reevaluate and then make the percentage increases. So
Mm-hmm.
the reason why it's supposed to be 18% is because they have not been able to do it since 2013, which is
Right. Mm-hmm.
now over 10 years, right? So because of that, and they mentioned that they were supposed to do it a little bit before COVID, but when COVID hit, they refrained from being able to do it. So of course, now it's like 2026 is like when you take all the brunt of it, because it's like, yes, spared for COVID, but guess what, honey? We back for it.
Yeah.
It raises a lot of concerns, and my big question, of course, we're gonna ask them when they're on the couch, is just the consultation process.
Right.
And how this really, I get it, it's mandated by law. Okay, I understand that there's a process that takes place, but how did we not know properly before? Was not a town hall call? Was there not some kind of webinar? Was there something that allows persons to fully understand how this is supposed to be rolled out? They just know that it's coming
It's coming.
and that you have to pay, because guess what? We start to pay from this first month here. So I'm just thinking about persons that's mapped out their money. They say, okay, I'm going to pay a little bit early because, of course, it gives me that little discount, because, you know, in the beginning of the year, they normally give a discount depending on the month. So you get like a 15 to 10% to 5% discount depending on a specific month. I believe 15 is January, 10% is February, and 5% is March when you're paying your property tax.
Right.
So people are mapped out their money like, I will pay this, but now you're thinking 18% increase,
Right.
and I'll leave it on money for increase.
Yeah, and of course we're gonna like follow up on the conversation when they join us on our couch later today. But they're saying that at the moment the city council requires about $30 million for them to be able to operate and fully be able to meet all their deliverables, which is, you know, like maintaining drains, maintaining streets,
Yes.
all of these things. So currently the Belize City Council is operating at $27 million. So that calls for the need to be able to increase taxes for them to be able to operate as how they should.
And we know that that's basically the song that every single
Yeah.
operator will sing to you, that we need more money to do the things that you need to do. And I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there isn't a lack of money and there isn't work that needs to be done.
Right.
Please don't get me wrong on that aspect. I just think sometimes it's just doing a clear-cut communication to me as a consumer that's going to
Right.
spend this money, so I can fully understand. Consult with me. Just make a feel. Or if it's a case where, all right, we have to 18% in the full year or next, like we could do it in a change, because just think about my pocket. 18%, just one lick honey bunch of oats. Man, a San Antonio post back foot. And then 18% from that, then the percent for electricity, then the percent for what? Honey,
It is.
when
a
my
lot.
money, and then you pay the God up, none at all. You're still broke. I feel a broker.
Are you absolutely, yeah? Yeah.
Like, the little bit of money, the more, the little bit, the little bit when we leave it from little bit time.
Exactly. 100%.
I love how Kevin said exactly.
No, yeah, I agree 100% with
How
that.
you
So
stretch
we're
it,
gonna, we hope that, so if you have any questions in regards to this, you can put it on the chat. We're gonna do our best to be able to ask those when the Belize City Council joins us later today on set. But let's move on to our last couch talk topic. And do you want to read the title for this? It's very interesting. Yeah.
Kevin wants me to read it.
Yes, please go
read
ahead.
It. So the title for this is looking at the Rasta of Babylon told to get rid of the locks by the end of the month. As we had reported...
The Rasta Babylon. I love it.
As we had reported earlier that Mr. Kendrick Bull had recently come out about his new and his more seriousness into his fate as a Rastafarian. And now going into the fate about, I think it's 7 to 9 months now, he's directly in, growing out his dreadlocks and wanting to be able to have that on the workplace and saying that the different policies, the dress code and these different things are outdated and he would want to challenge it. We do know that he also ran for the police, the Belize Police Association board. He won.
He won.
A seat, so let's throw that out there. He did win. Okay, he was successful for that. But he has been given a notice that he must get rid of his dreads by the ending of this month. So,
Yeah.
what does that mean for him? What does that mean for his push to change the status quo of how people or representation is when it comes to the police department?
Yeah.
They made mention, you know, that this is a standard dress code that
Yeah,
you know, they're
so
supposed to adhere by.
So it says, according to the police department, section 314.3.1,
Of course, they're put in the section.
the policy and procedure manual, personal grooming for male hair states male officers shall maintain their properly trimmed and at least moderately tapered. Their hair shall not extend below the top of the shirt collar, does not interfere with the proper wearing of the headdress or cover any portion of the ear, and shall not interfere with their vision. That's what it says. I mean, by the look of how he presented himself, I did not. Yeah, it was like covering his ear. He could have see his cap fit well.
What's that? It fit all right.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
it's like.
It may look fine to me. Honestly, if you never tell me this man have a dreads, I know man. No.
Exactly.
You got it over your head. Unless he like you don't take off your hat and say,
Yeah.
"Good morning, my lady." You know something. I don't know something along that line. I would have then know that that is the case. But I think also. What's important to note, and he was banking on this ruling that was taking place in 2021 in the court case based on the outcome of the amendment for the policy to not infringe on the rights of a male or female police officers in terms of their culture or belief, but the department, as far as I'm aware, has failed to comply with the recommendation by the court. Because remember, there was a 2021 ruling that was looking at female officers being able to have in braids and these different things, and it talked about male and female. So I don't know. Well,
Yeah. So like.
what will this case be?
Exactly.
Will he
Exactly
trim
right.
it?
Where
What will take
the
place?
court recommendations were not implemented. So.
Are we not adhering?
Yeah. But if you look at it again, say like, you know, like it should not extend below the top of the shirt, does not interfere with proper wear of the headdress, the comfort
Kevin,
portion
like,
of the
look
ear.
many thing, man.
Yeah, like I am, and again, we see the photo of Mr. Ball, and I'm like, it's going well, you know, like
Maybe they need different prescriptions. Maybe that's the case.
Maybe a different angle.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Maybe we need to see it from an angle. Maybe if he looks at us, there's a little teeny little dread, you know, like one.
Yeah.
So they like that aside and
Right.
not interfere with the ear.
So let's see, you know, if he's gonna comply. On a conversation with him, I was asked, "Will you comply?" And he was like, "You know, it's my constitutional right to be able to identify and present myself in this manner, right? As long as
And
it's
you're not
not
disturbing, you're
Yeah.
being able to have the proper vision. And that's the thing, and we talked about this before. If you're still able to function the way you're supposed to function, they're not like you're the struck or whatever. I tell you, can you see this man having dreads with the way
Right.
how he's hat, the way
Yeah. So we're seeing it in schools. Now we're seeing it in
The workplace.
The workplaces too. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So it's like, where did we inherit these laws to start with? You know. Did I
see
really-
them in court, like Miss Carolyn is saying.
Yeah. But with that, we come to the end of our couch talk.
Yes, we come to the end of the couch talk. I do also want to make mention, I was told today about something I forgot
What is
from one
it?
of our viewers that Sunday, January 11th, is National Human Trafficking Awareness Day.
Okay.
So I decided to wear blue today, guys. So
Okay.
I know that it's gonna be after the fact on Monday. I was gonna do it on Monday, but I was like, you know what, let's do it before. So just letting you know that Sunday is National Human Trafficking Awareness Day, and with that, it's supposed to build on the plight of many survivors of human trafficking and the horrid trauma that they have to go through, and of course pushing on countries to be a lot more aware of the policies of what they are doing to take care of the survivor and to believe survivors in all these things. So just putting that out there as a clear-cut thing that you could wear blue on Sunday or you could wear blue today and have a conversation on that aspect.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Look at me. Then now I really put me now because if you don't tell me about myself, I will have a big fight might happen. So, So with that, guys, we've come to the ending of our couch talk. Thank you for everybody. It's a very important day indeed, Miss Karen, to let us be very mindful. I know we're still on second tier when it comes to that, and let's see how we build the conversations, not only with the government, but in our own spaces, being fully aware of what our indicators, what things could look like, and so forth. So, with that, we've come to the ending of our couch talk. We do have a beautiful sunrise.
We do.
Where is it? That's the question. Ooh,
It's
man.
right there. Okay.
This is the web. Kevin, I can see if you know where it is.
I would say Belize City.
I know you don't read the thing, I don't know. I know you
No.
Don't lie to me.
No,
I like how you play the game to write, like Kevin, look at his squintly eyes. I would say Belize City. This man don't read the thing.
No, I just know it's a sunrise courtesy of Kira Aleman. So
And it
Kira,
says Belize City right underneath Kira's name.
there we go. I missed it.
Stop playing these games with me, Kevin. Kevin,
No, but I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, fine. Which angle of Belize City it is then?
Okay, so now that's the question. Where it is in Belize City, babies. We have no prize for you.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
I don't know why I'm doing this. This is how I woke up today. I told her I'm on 15.
She's definitely
I'm
on 15. I can feel
Kevin
it.
has a cute socks on too.
I
guys.
do have a cute socks.
Stretch your leg, babe. Show
Yeah,
people
okay.
just before we go on commercial break.
There we go. It says head over peels. Because you know I love bananas and plantain, so it's like head over peels. It's so cute.
Aww, his first sock picture of the year.
I know, I love it.
He's head over peels for all of us, guys.
I love it. Yes.
So with that, we're gonna go to our first commercial break because we gotta pay the bills, guys. Things don't happen just like that. And we'll be right back with exciting conversations talking about an upcoming event happening right here, January 23rd, watercolor exhibit. Find out all the details. We'll be right back.
What happens when one person decides to make a change? In communities across Belize, we're seeing the answer.
Hi, I'm Kayla Linares. I love being outside and surrounded by nature. When I heard about the national cleanup, I signed up right away. I don't litter, and I help clean up Belize, one piece of trash at a time.
It starts with one choice, one moment, one step towards something better. Across our beautiful country, everyday heroes are making a difference. In just one day, nearly 2,000 volunteers collected over 40,000 pounds of garbage. From local groups to national partners, Belizeans are uniting to protect what we love. Every cleanup, every piece of properly disposed waste, every conversation, it all creates a ripple effect. But we can't just continue to clean up after everybody's mess. Let's prevent it and be proactive, not reactive. Because remember, our Belize, our responsibility. Bine.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corzal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023 in the
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Cherise Hustle, and here's
What's ahead for you on 7 News tonight? We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
What an exciting way to start our conversation. We talk about the upcoming watercolor exhibit that's taking place on January 23rd at the Mexican Institute here in Belize City. By artist Yao Ling Lee, we invite you to join this conversation to find out more details. What was the inspiration behind this exhibit? And of course, how can you participate if there are still spaces for people to attend? And how this collaboration is taking place. Joining us on our couch, we have artist Yao Ling Lee joining us. Yao Ling, good morning.
Good morning.
How is your energy from 1 to 10? We like to do that these days. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Ren is at 15, just so you know.
15?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm on a 15.
How is yours today?
Good. 15, I have to say.
Yeah, I love it.
Exciting day. I
We
have
got
to be here.
2:15.
Yeah,
Yeah. We here Suns Up at 7.
I love it.
Yeah, we have to
Yes.
say that. Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much for
Of course,
joining
yeah.
us. We're very excited to find out more details about your exhibit that's going to be upcoming. But let's announce who you have with you on the couch. Next to you, we have Darren Gentle. You're the collaborator with Yao Ling, representing Belize Wood and Cielo Media Company. Darren, good morning.
Good morning, man.
How is your energy level?
I would say it's probably 8.
8.
Hey, that's a good
Okay, that's a good
number.
one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I mean, imagine if all of us were 15.
We've been jumping
You,
through
you,
the roof.
you have to come up to 15 too. No, Ed is not qualified.
It's like everybody needs to be at 15 at the end of this conversation.
Yeah.
Yes,
Probably
yes.
after I have my coffee, then yeah.
Okay,
I'll be at
I can
15.
see that. I can see that. And at the back, we are joined by Loreto Pelayo and Joy Lee Shi. Good morning to you both. How are you both doing today?
I'm a night person, so that's the right question. You know, the gigs happen at night, so I need to be awake during those late hours.
Well, we thank you so much for taking the effort to join us today. We're very excited to hear how you're going to be collaborating with Yao Ling at this exhibit. Joy, how are you? How is your energy level? You're a night person too.
We put
Uy.
night people at the back strategically,
Apparently
so
so,
they can
yeah.
be able to have a support group.
Yes.
It makes sense. Yeah. Like a background.
Yeah.
But we're glad for you guys waking up and making sure you're able to be present today
Definitely,
because it's
yeah.
an important conversation. It's going to be an amazing exhibit. And we want everybody to mark the calendars and get prepared to come out and see the wonderful work that you guys are doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So let's
yes,
talk
yes.
about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
exhibit.
Ask me question now.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, what's the inspiration behind like the art you've been doing? I know that one of the things when you released your book was I want to show the many sides of Belize City that people do not get to like experience or appreciate, right? So you go all over the place, sitting there with your canvas doing things. But what brought you here today and say on January 23rd we're going to release and have this exhibit coming up?
You know, life is not just a screenshot. Life is many things happening at the same time, intertwined. Yes, you mentioned about book, and that is the main reason I'm here too. And about book, you see, the book featured 21 urban sketches of Belize City, right?
Yeah.
So then, I was thinking, how can I promote my book? So the idea come to me. I have to do events. So that's the event now I'm doing. It's called Watercolor. What is it? Exhibit opening. Sure. So then I have been working this for several months. So finally, I'm so happy that I get to collaborate with the Mexican Embassy, Mexican Cultural Institute.
Nice.
So they have a great space. I did several events over there for the past years. So now for this specific event, I always think how can I make it more interesting? And maybe perhaps I'm a greedy person, I don't know. So basically, this is a watercolor exhibition. You can see from the image, you can see this one. This is the very first one watercolors urban sketch featuring my book, Beautiful Belize City. So those are the original. They are small, and they are urban sketches. So I say, well, for this show, I need to make it more interesting. So I combine 3 types of sketches. The first one is urban sketches. I mean, those are I go out, I paint a scenery of Belize City. This is one of them. And the second one is figure study, the one by next to you. That is the figure. My sitter sit for me. So that collection was done in my studio.
Okay.
And then I have another part is the flowers from my backyard. So three collection total about 50 pieces, original watercolor, will be showing at this exhibition. And the show is up for 3 months, start from 23 January until 23 April.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So now let's go back to the why we are here.
Yeah.
For this specific event, I team up with musicians. You can see behind me, and also a new media company called Beeswood X Cielo. So yeah, right. So like I'm so greedy because I want to make it more interesting.
Yes.
Even for myself. Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're doing something so boring, it's like, oh, no. You have to think, what can I do to make it better?
Especially like the energy and the effort, like that you put into it. Like, I'm sure, how do you go about selecting, like, let's say, talk about your urban sketches. How do you select a space that say, I want to sketch this area?
Sometimes it's really hard to explain. It's like I'm talking to you, right? I'm looking at you. And I'm trying something interesting that your head here, the light from the other side, so I can see like sparkle here.
Okay. You're making me blush, just so you know. With that just now, I'm like, okay, wow.
Maybe next time I'll come here to do a demo. Yeah, show people. Yeah.
Yes.
I can do
so cool.
maybe drawing, maybe oil. We can see how. Yeah, so people can see actually the action. And then that is one of the idea come to me. I will do this in my event. Because like a week ago, I was so bored. I was like, man, this event make it feel so heavy. I need to lighten it up. I need to feel the excitement. Whatever I do, I need that. So that keeps me alive. So beside the concert, it's not a gig. It's actually a concert, 40 minutes concert. So Laredo and Laredo Pelayo Trio will do a 15 minutes jazz. I love jazz.
Ooh,
and then Joy Lishi will pick up for 25 minutes classical piano solo.
Ooh,
nice. So I think later you're going to show a clip of both of their music, so you get to know a little bit what it's going to be. We don't want to show too much because we want you to come.
It's a teaser, exactly.
Yeah, right. And here goes to very important, my new collaborator. I remember last time I came with Tuk to Belize. Yeah, not long ago. Yeah, so wonderful. I'm so happy to be able to work with different people and company. So here, Beeswood X Cielo, Darren represent the company. I think Heidi, shout out to Heidi.
She's
Heidi's
right here.
over there.
Yes.
Yeah. So I might just leave them to talk to you.
Yeah.
I talk too much.
Because of the excitement of the event, right?
Oh, then I have to say one thing like that. Beside the music, I have a 6 prints to give away.
Okay.
So come. If you don't like me, come for the prints. You'll be free. Yeah, but I will ask questions. So, yeah.
Okay. All right, so you've got to pay attention.
Yeah, right. And then I will be doing a demo, like the musician they are playing, right? And I will be painting them.
Okay.
And then here come the media house. They will be live streaming the whole event.
I love it.
And also documenting the whole event and also projecting me painting them, the musician, and the background of the musicians.
Wow.
So you get to see the whole thing. It's almost like a performing event.
Definitely.
Come.
Yes.
Yeah, I was sending email things yesterday. A lot of people responding. So gonna be a lot of
It's gonna be a lot of people because a lot of people connect with the work that you're doing, which is so beautiful to see.
Usually I work alone, but once for a while I need connection. I need to feel this.
Yeah. So let's bring Loretta into the conversation. How do you feel, collaborating with Yao Ling with this event?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's a great collaboration, just like philosophically. Because, even though she's in the visual arts and I'm in music, when I would see Yao Ling about or talk to her, she would be maybe at the same spot every day in the rain, in person. And, it would be like, well, why doesn't she just take a photo of it or something? But she wants to be there in person, experiencing it in the moment. And that's the same way I would feel about my music, which is that, there are some people who want to play with tracks or whatever. But even though we might always play like the same tune every single time, we play the song because it's jazz, it's improvised. It's different, and so we could play the same song 5 nights in a row, but it's always a unique expression of the tune. And so in that way, I'm very glad and appreciative to collaborate with Yao Ling because more than just it being a performance, I think it's like I very much share a lot of the feelings she shares with her art, but in my own way.
I like that. And I have to say, like I feel like jazz and piano is like a great combination for you to be able to absorb and process like the exhibition that's going to be
you're
taking
walking
place.
through, I think all that's left now is to have like a little glass of wine or something in your hand.
Oh, we do have wine.
Okay, there you go. You're about everything.
Mexican embassy, they provide the wine, so and they have great wine. They have the best red wine.
So you're like walking through, hearing the music, or you can go and sit down and just listen, and then get up and just go and walk. I'm just thinking about the idea of
and watch my paintings.
This one,
Exhibition.
Watch the full exhibition.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring Joy into this conversation now. Talk to us a little bit about their collaboration and how do you feel being a part of this exhibit.
I think it's an exciting opportunity for me and for fellow pianists across the country because there's not many solo piano concerts around these days, right?
Yeah.
And I really miss them from when Frankie Renaud was here.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm excited to do this.
Yeah. How's the preparation going for your performance?
25 minutes is a lot of time. So
I practiced a ton last year, and then after Christmas dinner, I forgot to practice until last night.
You took a break.
Yes.
A much needed break that you deserve. So you're ready to get back into it. You have a couple more, like 2 more weeks. Like,
Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
Do I have permission to say?
We're gonna give you a little time.
Yeah. Okay. So well. Joy, when she was 18, she was one of the winners in a competition called American Prodigy.
Okay.
So by that time, she played at the Carnegie Hall in New York when I was before 18 or 17.
I was 18.
Yeah, right. Then she plays piano. Yeah. So and then I think 6 months ago. 6 months ago, she won the competition of Japanese, I don't know, what is it?
It was called Piano Master or something.
Yeah, so then she got a scholarship. She was in Japan for 1 week for the master classes. So she's pretty much prepared. That's why we have 25 minutes solo classical music.
Oh my gosh, that even makes it even better, yeah.
And the reason why I know so much because she's my daughter.
I know. I know.
You should know all of that. I love it though. I love it.
Yeah.
Mother-daughter kind of collaboration in that way. So Darren, we're going to bring you into this conversation.
Yeah.
It's your time to shine. Talk to us a little bit about, what can people expect when it comes to visual? Because as you know, there are many moving parts. So to be able to capture all of its essence is a big role and responsibility. How do you guys feel prepared? What have you been doing to get ready for that big day?
Well, it's a lot of preparation, honestly.
Definitely, yeah.
Because when you meet Miss Yowlin, she's a very particular person.
A lot of pressure.
She's very particular with what she wants.
And you step up to the challenge. Congrats, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of new things that we're going to explore with Miss Yowlin.
Oh.
In terms of us streaming live. And we know that everyone might not have the opportunity to come out. That's the reason why we're going to go live, right? So you can check us out on our Facebook page and also on YouTube. We're going to be hosting the event live there.
Okay.
But there's nothing like being there in the moment, right?
To see, to feel. It's a whole thing. And it's an experience to actually have.
Yes.
And for persons that are listening, for the YouTube and Facebook that you guys are going to be streaming on, could you let me know the name so I can put it in the chat for persons?
It's the Beeswood Excello Media House.
Beeswood. Okay. That's where they can be able to find the exhibit.
Yeah.
Very good.
Miss Yowlin actually was a guest on our podcast previously. She's actually our first guest.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can check that out.
Maybe you can show the clip, a very short clip.
Yeah.
The way I was laughing was ridiculous.
Yeah, I love it. People are definitely connecting to the energy you bring and the enthusiasm that you bring to the conversation, Yowling. It's one of the comments on our Facebook Live. They love your enthusiasm, which is, it's so contagious, and it just makes this Friday episode such a great one, and definitely inviting for people to show up. It's very good that the exhibit is going to be for 3 months too.
Yes, yes.
I think that's very important to like highlight again. So it
Yeah.
starts on the 23rd
Yes.
of January and it goes up to April. You mentioned.
Exactly, 3 months.
Okay. Is there going to be a fee for people to like?
No,
check
it's
it?
free entrance. Some people, they reach out to me, say how much it costs. I say, no, just come. But it would be great if you can call to reserve. So we know how many people. We are preparing for wines and snacks, actually. So we need to know how many people.
Okay.
And I think now it's more than I anticipate now. So, but it's still better. Please, I encourage you to reach out to call the number. I think, do we have the number on
Yeah,
the
it's going to
flyer?
show on the flyer, and we're going to
Yeah.
also put it on our Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, please
pages for
call.
people to
Please
connect.
call so we know how many people are going to be there.
Very
because-
good.
Wow.
Yeah, and even like for the next 3 months, it will also be free.
Yes,
free.
free.
to attend.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just stop by and be able to make an appointment.
No, you don't need. Mexican Institute. They open from Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 probably. Yeah.
We can check. Yeah.
We can check out that.
Yeah. So just reach out to me if you have any questions.
Very good.
Yeah, but we look forward to see you there. We're going to have a lot of fun. I call you a party.
Oh, we're gonna have a
We're gonna
great
have a
time.
party.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's not a serious exhibition. No, it's a party.
It's like a party coming to have a good time.
It is a serious exhibition, yeah, but then I want to make it fun. It's a celebration, I want to say. Yeah.
So definitely, we celebrate the work you're doing, the energy and the effort you're putting into this. Bring great people together. It's gonna be a fabulous time.
Yeah, they are very important, my
They are
collaborators.
very important. Yes.
Somebody's saying their energy went from 4 to 10 after this conversation.
It has to be like a 15.
I'm
No
at the
pressure
10.
or anything.
I'm at the 10 now, so
You're at the 10
yeah,
now. You're
I'm
better.
going up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm going up.
wonderful.
Okay, because we know the night owls over there are still trying to get through, and but they're gonna be fully ready because it's 7 p.m.
Yeah.
January 23rd, so they're gonna be ready. They're gonna be good.
Yes.
they shake their head like, yeah, okay.
It's gonna be a night event anyway, so
Yeah.
So exactly, they're gonna be in their element.
Yes.
So, also on that time, we're starting 7 p.m. How long do you think the event is gonna be running?
Okay, the event start from on time. Please come on time because we're gonna have special guests. I don't want to say who yet, but very important people.
Love it.
And then we have. I will be talking and sharing some stuff, and then it goes on for until 10 o'clock.
Okay.
But please come on time because if you want a free prints, you better come on time.
That's true.
If you want a wine, you better come on time.
It's limited supply.
Yeah, if you want to see me performing live painting, come on time. If you want to listen to music, come on time.
Yeah.
If you want to be a serious participant, come on time. And if you want to be on a document, yeah, come on time because Beastwood X Cielo, they're going to document the whole event from the very beginning.
I love it.
One of the things.
We're gonna actually have a couple interviews too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Nice, very nice.
So people go dressed
please
up.
I just want to say, please look correct. Oh no, look correct. Oh no, call. No, jerk out hand document. All right, I'm sure it's out there. I'd help you.
That's a great advice, Red. That's a great
Help
advice.
people,
Yes,
and
of
for
course,
people.
of course. Yeah. Okay, so it's time for us to wrap up this conversation. We're going to thank you so much for joining us. Share the excitement. Again, the energy, we totally appreciate it. A great way for us to have this Friday episode and carry on with the day and into the weekend. Yoling, do you have any last words for our viewers?
Come to the event, of course.
Come on time to the event.
Come on time, you're
Come
right.
on time to the event. Yeah.
23rd January. It's a Friday. Come on time, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Come with
7
your
p.m.
pretty dress and your pretty pants and your socks.
Yes, I'll be there with my socks. Thank you.
Come on, guys, bring your family and have a great time.
Yes. It's not only for adults. Come with your family, friend, children. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy art at its best.
Yes.
I love that.
I agree.
So, all the best, guys. January 23rd,
Yeah.
7 p.m. at the Mexican Institute.
Right. Belize City.
Belize City.
Belize City.
Yes.
So come out. We have to reserve ahead of time to, or at least let you know.
Just
so we
call. Just call the institute, so we know we are counting people.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
But if by accident you didn't, come along. But I encourage you, please call, so
Please
we know
call.
how many people are gonna be
Somebody
there.
asking, like, snacks being served? What's on the menu? Call on time. time and figure it out,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
It's a surprise.
Yes.
So come out and enjoy a beautiful, beautiful night of this watercolor exhibition. So with that, we're going to go to our next commercial break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
These charter winds aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Sheree Culfill, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight.
We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Nadir Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
No Wi-Fi.
Is a little. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry.
Yo, bro.
Be
Need your help.
happy.
Excuse me, class.
In every life we
Bro, I
have
have smart
some
people, that's what I
trouble. But when you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy.
Wherever the coastal road takes you, don't worry, be happy. Smart has you covered. Smart, bringing people together.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years. Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Hi,
have you heard about the expungement of criminal records? Well, as of August 1st, 2024, the Criminal Records Rehabilitation of Offenders Act allows for you to apply to have certain criminal charges permanently erased from your record. Isn't that amazing?
So, what makes you eligible to apply for expungement? The offense must qualify for expungement based on Schedule 2 and 3 of the law. You must meet the applicable rehabilitation period. This is the time period you must wait before you can apply. The applicant must not have any outstanding matters or have had any other convictions during the rehabilitation period. You can qualify for automatic expungement for certain first-time drug offenses, as well as COVID-related offenses. So, what are the benefits of expungement? Well, it broadens employment and educational opportunities that a criminal record would normally hinder.
It gives you a peace of mind, away from the stigma of having a criminal conviction, and provides you with access to services that may be otherwise restricted.
If you have a past criminal conviction, here's what you can do to get it expunged. First, verify if you qualify for expungement. Then, prepare the application package. Each package consists of 2 forms. Applications are available countrywide. You then make a non-refundable payment of $100 at your nearest Treasury Department and finally submit the package and payment receipt to any Ministry of Human Development office countrywide. Note, applicants will receive a notification within 90 days to see if their application was approved or denied. So, if you are interested, visit any Human Development office countrywide, any magistrate court, or the Ministry of Home Affairs office in Belmopan. For more information, you can call 227-2716 or you can WhatsApp 613-0343.
Wow, okay.
Guys, we are back. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to be professional. Good morning, everyone. And we're super excited to be here. We told you we're going to be playing a game. And a game we are going to be playing. The one we won with my teeth drop out just now is because of my house.
Yeah, your house, yeah. That's why, like, you know, I can't, like, they give me house, but I cannot talk with something in my mouth.
With house?
With house in my mouth, yeah.
Or is it gum too, or is it just house?
I don't like gum.
You don't like gum?
I don't like gum.
Like at all?
Yeah, I don't like chew
Did
gum.
you have trauma?
No, so like that's I guess it's like the conditioning because like in high school we were not allowed to chew gum.
Okay.
So I never chewed gum for 4 years, and so like,
at home you never chew gum? Your Miss Susan don't chew gum?
I rarely see my mom chewing gum. Actually, my mom doesn't chew gum.
Maybe it comes from your mom. It comes from your mom.
Yeah, my mom she doesn't chew gum.
You're not a gum chewing family.
No.
That is
true. I just like it just dawned on me like we don't
actualization.
We don't chew gum at home.
The realization. No? Yeah, I chew gum because my mom used to love chew gum.
Okay.
She used to always have like a little winter fresh in her purse, and then she would pull it out. And then my dad into like mint sweets, so I also like mint sweets, and so it's just a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't chew gum.
We really take off things from our family that we don't remember.
That is true. That is so true. That is so true. Okay,
but
we're gonna be playing a game.
We're playing a game, guys, and it's called Wrong Answers Only. I love it. I'm so excited. So
Me too.
You are also supposed to be involved in this game. What's happening is you chew gum in school. The teacher made you put it in your forehead. No, they make you put it in your forehead. Oh my
I don't
goodness,
know.
that's all rough. Miss Clyde, you got through trauma. Are you okay, babe? Because
yeah.
no, put it in your forehead. Sorry. So wrong answers only. What we're gonna be doing with this game is we're gonna be asking each other questions, and we have to answer with wrong answers only. You can also answer with wrong answers only. I'm afraid of only wrong answers because they're very much creative, but we're gonna see which one wrong answer is really out there. How does it sound to you, Kev?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
You're gonna do. That's all I ask for you, babe.
Yeah, I'll
Just
do my
your
best. Yes.
You just show up and you do your best, champ.
Yes, always, every day.
Always, every day. Okay. So you ready? I said Brandon in the chat. Brandon, I want to see your wrong answers too.
Okay, let's find this. Okay, how about I start?
You can do that.
And I'm gonna ask you. I mean.
Are you not nervous? Are you okay?
I don't feel warm, you know.
Kevin is an interesting. You know what funny? Like when we were explaining the game to Kevin, he's like, "Wait, what do you do?" I'm like, "Kev, the game name wrong answers only." He's like, "How do you play it?" I'm like, "Kev, Kev. It's not that hard, babe.
Yeah.
It's not that
I'm
hard."
like, oh, okay. Sounds a lot of work. Okay, so Ren, what happens if you don't eat breakfast?
You die.
Okay.
Kevin's face is like, or you blow up.
You blow up.
You blow up into a million, bajillion, billion pieces right there on the spot.
Okay.
What other wrong answers do we have? What happens if you don't eat breakfast, guys? What do you think? Kev? What happens if you don't eat breakfast? Wrong answers only.
I feel you sweat more during the day. Is that how it works?
I don't know. I don't think that's how. You know what? Angeline said yes, so we're gonna go.
Is that how it works? Okay, I got it.
So Brandon said that that's not necessarily wrong. Has to be a lawyer to be all technical about it. I don't think you die automatically, right? If you don't eat breakfast in the morning, nobody's just gonna die because they don't eat breakfast.
Okay.
If it's consistently you're not eating breakfast, well, actually no, because you're eating lunch and dinner. Stop it, Brandon. Stop.
Okay, so my next question is, why do people exercise?
Brandon says the chupacabra loses a toenail when you do.
When you don't have breakfast, okay.
Okay, my question is supposed to be asked to you now, Kevin. Give me a minute, okay?
Yeah, I like asking what people questions.
I know, but you need to get us a question. So the next question is, why do you drink coffee in the morning? Oh yes, we know
Why
that.
do I drink coffee in the morning?
Wrong answers only. Brandon, why do you drink coffee in the morning?
Oh my God.
Why do you feel so much pressure? It is wrong. You don't give me the correct answer, my love. You just give me whatever is wrong. So whatever answer it is, do the opposite of that if that helps you.
I know. I mean, like, I'm aware of the instructions. It's just like my answer not to come out, you know? Why do I drink coffee in the
brain,
morning?
The processing that happened the way it's supposed to.
That is true. That's really true. Help.
Somebody please help, Kevin.
Why do I drink coffee in the morning?
Oh my gosh.
This is not working. To keep the demons away.
To keep the demons away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not technically wrong, because some people,
That's
some real wrong people when they drink coffee. Somebody says to go to sleep at the Brandon.
Oh, Brandon,
so
that's a
good
great
answer.
one.
No, Rachel gave a really good answer.
Let's see it.
So the trees grow. That's like,
Oh.
Rachel, that's the A1.
That is a great answer. I absolutely
won
love
it.
it.
Yeah. I like
How about you
Rachel's
ask me the
one.
questions and the viewers respond?
No, babe, you have to involve me. Stop it,
I am like,
stop changing the rules.
I'm like, I know, like, another process.
Babe, okay,
Okay, make I ask you now then.
Ask me, because
Why do humans need water? Why do humans need water?
so that they can ride bikes better.
Oh, that's not technically incorrect.
How is it not technically incorrect? How does water make you ride a bike correct?
Because you're hydrated.
Okay, okay. Why do... Ooh! Ask me it again. I have a new answer.
Okay. Why do humans drink water?
So that they can catch
Look,
the-
let me just ask you like properly. Why do humans
I
drink
know.
water?
So that they can catch a disease.
So they can catch a disease.
I lost my earpiece. I lost my earpiece. Help, Kevin, help.
What happened?
Find my earpiece.
Okay, it's right
Where is
here.
it?
Right here. Okay.
Wow, man.
Mecca, I will ask the viewers the question then. Why do people laugh at your jokes? yours.
Why
do people laugh at your jokes?
To get wrinkles.
To get wrinkles.
But technically that makes sense because when you laugh, you get
wrinkles.
You get wrinkles. So that one makes sense, or is that for the other one?
When do humans need water? Yeah.
Why do people laugh at your jokes?
Why do people laugh at your jokes?
To defy the laws of gravity.
To defy the laws of gravity.
I like that one. I came up with it just now.
Yeah. Okay.
Zabi, but that don't make sense. Zabi says like for world peace. Technically, laughing does bring about peace. Like laughing
that is
does
true.
Change the world.
That is true.
Somebody, wait, is it the Sunup chat? Anjali, this is you? She's like, to make horses neigh. Okay, let me ask a question. I still not asked a question yet. I asked one question.
Got it.
Why do we check our phones first thing in the morning?
To check if my toes are okay.
I'm so proud of you!
Did I get it?
You did it!
Oh my god, I got it. Okay. Yeah.
Kevin finally
Oh my god,
did it.
I got it.
He's like, to check if his toes are okay. Okay, so
Okay, I'm
Michelle,
excited. I got
I'm gonna
one.
explain the game to you again. So we ask questions, and the point of the game is to just give wrong answers only, things that don't make sense, that really don't add up to what you're asking, right? So I asked Kevin, why do we check our phones first thing in the morning? He's like, to check if his toes
are okay.
Which doesn't make sense because his toes not enough.
Yeah. See, so Arlette and Claudia, they're not getting it right? To see who died.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Nah,
you can't do that.
that's true.
That's true. You could actually see that on your phone.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
To say we become a billionaires overnight. That's what
That would actually happen? Okay, next one, Kevin.
So again, it's answer
wrong answers only. So things that are not true, that don't make sense with the question. Okay, Kev. Your turn. You're supposed to ask a question, babe.
Okay. This says,
Where are you?
why do we need weekends?
What? Why do we need weekends? Why do we need weekends, guys? What?
Yeah, so we have to be stupid.
So we basically have to be stupid. That's how it really works.
Yeah.
So we have to be stupid. That makes sense, though. That makes sense. We do need weekends because Vic is saying we need weekends so we don't blow our brains out. But the reality is people do feel crazy if they don't get a weekend. So can't use that. We need weekends.
So we know when the week starts?
That makes sense, though.
I don't know.
Oh, I like this one. Miss Carolyn gave a good one. She says to see if my clothes is ready. That makes no sense.
I did not.
Perfect. Miss Carolyn, you won that one. You won that one because the way.
To climb trees.
To climb trees. But you do climb trees on the weekend. So that's why it doesn't. That's why I think only Miss Carolyn won that one. To see if my clothes is ready.
To see if the fishers are swimming.
The fishes.
The fishes are swimming.
Fishes.
Yeah.
Okay, my question
All
now.
right.
Oh my gosh. Why is the sky blue?
Why is this? I know the correct answer.
Photosynthesis.
Why is the sky blue?
Photosynthesis.
That's actually like not far from the truth.
But that's what the plants did. Okay, why is the sky blue? Because it didn't want to be red. Basically. Let's testing.
Because there's no meatball sauce. You know, like the movie Meatballs, Forecast of Meatballs and something.
What?
When like the movie where like meatballs like fall from the sky. There's a movie, right?
The thing is, when they play it, I'm pouring Ken's face like.
Yes, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's the movie. But we're not guessing movies here, right?
Oh my gosh.
Why
Okay. I like Miss Carolyn. Miss Carolyn's really good at this game. She's like, cause I need glasses. That's a really good answer.
Because we didn't have breakfast.
Zavi, good answer. Because we didn't have breakfast. Man, okay, they're better at this game than we are.
Jalab is saying to get
They're
drunk.
really good at this. Huh?
Jalab is saying to get drunk.
What? That's interesting. What? Okay, let's do a next question.
Cloudy with a
Kevin,
Chance
your
of
turn.
Meatballs. Yes, okay. It says, I have asked all my questions. Oh, why do people exercise?
Why do people exercise? To get fat.
To get fat. Why do people exercise?
I just answered, Kev.
Okay. To save a bird.
You can't save a bird when you exercise, though.
How?
Because then you're going to be fit to climb the tree.
Oh, that went too deep. Why do people exercise?
People exercise. I already said my answer makes sense.
To get fat, yeah.
Why do people... I want to see Miss Carlin's one, because Miss Carlin's really good at this. Oh, all right. Belize and Gal said like one that makes sense. Well, doesn't make sense, but makes sense to the question.
To be unhealthy.
To be unhealthy.
Yeah,
really
that
good.
makes sense, yeah. You're following the game
Good.
really well.
Big up yourself, Belize and Gal. That was good. Michelle was saying to gain weight. Makes sense.
Arlette says to get lazy.
To get lazy. All right.
So you're gonna do...
All right.
Yeah, I can see it. You're like me, you know, like it takes a while for us to get into the game. Because of New Year's resolution. That's actually like
that makes
true.
sense, though.
That makes
Vic.
sense, Vic.
It's supposed to not make sense.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be something easy for him. So I don't know. What happened?
To eat more food.
No, but that makes sense.
That makes sense too.
You see, you realize how much things we say that make sense or how hard it is to be stupid?
Huh. So the ones that are really stupid is like, man.
What? Wrap this up. We're gonna wrap this up.
And then it's like, okay, we're done.
I cannot. We're done now, guys. Thank you so much for your comments and making things happen. Oh, I like Belize and Gal new one. She's like, to get sick so they can call out of work.
Yeah. I mean, Stephanie, like, to rejuvenate, that's actually one of the reasons people exercise. So you're supposed to give, like, a wrong answer as to why do people exercise.
You guys have some good answers, though. Like,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
answers for the actual correct thing.
So they're asking if we should keep this game for, like...
Future reference.
For future reference.
Or do something else. I wanted, you know what I really wanted us to play? I wanted us to play the ABC game.
I want us to play the alphabet game, too.
I really love playing that with you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Like, you were my favorite. You're
Thank you.
honestly like the best
Oh.
person to play that game with. Like, I don't know what's going to come out of your mouth. And that's the thing that makes it so exciting.
That is true. That is
Because
true.
Kevin takes time to reboot when he's playing a game.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to play the ABC game. Like, why didn't you guys make me have my wish? You know, want me to be great?
Next time.
Next time.
Yes. We're going to go into our commercial break. And thank you so much for joining us to play this game.
Not Brandon
We did our
saying,
best. And we
it's so
support you.
hard to be stupid, but there's some that naturally...
Everybody did their best. Thank you so much.
Why are we like this? Let's choose the Lord.
So we're going to go into a commercial break and we're back. Ooh, this big conversation is coming.
I'm
With
ready,
Muren.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Who's coming for this conversation? Next, the Belize City Council.
Ooh. Sorry. Sorry, I'm going to read comments. And
The Belize City Council is coming
I
for our
fully
next.
invested in. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the tax increase.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned for that.
18%.
We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Name me 3 tongues in country of Belize.
2 tongues?
Uh-huh.
Out of tongue?
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see
This is
them
the map of
blue.
Belize.
Fire and blue. And I think
Can
to
anyone
myself,
volunteer to fight?
what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue.
We want you to see what it is your parents do, how hard they work for you.
Bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. Uncle Cradell.
Right, you want chocolate, right? It's fun many times. Lots of work.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
Muy buenos dias, my beautiful Sunup on 7 family. Welcome back to your Friday episode. I hope that you are enjoying Renata's company and everything that we bring through today's episode. Move on to our next conversation. We're joined by our friends from the Belize City Council. And our today's conversation, we're going to be talking about the adjustment to the valuation roll in the 2026 property tax discount package and the recent adjustment that they've made to the property taxes. Joining on our couch to give us all this information, we have Valuation Manager, Mr. Troy Smith, joining us. Mr. Troy, good morning and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Well, it's a Happy New Year for you.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know how happy it is to some people, but you know what? We're going to get into that for the conversation.
Yeah, but just so you know, like today we've been asking our guests, you know, like from a level of 1 to 10, with 10 being your highest energy level, what is your energy level 10. This morning? 10.
I stay high.
You definitely
ready.
That's why I'm ready for giving the questions because Mr. Troy ready for it, man. That's why.
I was ready.
He always ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
That's right.
He's the right man for the job. Exactly. Yes. Next, we also have, we're joined by Jermaine Hyde, Court Manager at the Belize City Council. Jermaine, good morning. How is your energy level today? 1 to 10?
I'd say a 9. I'm just a little unnatural.
Okay. All right.
I'm up on that level, right? I understand.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. A very important conversation that our viewers are looking forward to. Yes.
So Kevin made the good point because we were mentioning on Couch Talk that it was an increase, but you know, on the commercial break, you were trying to explain to us that it's an adjustment. So on that same context, I'd really like people to understand fully what's really taking place with this adjustment when it comes to property?
Well, thank you for the time and so we could actually, I couldn't say, we could consult now.
Yeah.
The reason why we couldn't do it in December because there was a lot of data analysis was gathering and we have to ensure we get it right. Because once you put this out to the public, you have to know exactly what you're doing and you need to justify what you're doing. It takes a while, a couple months, we will start from last year and we're looking at the data. What we found interesting that the rental value data is extremely, tremendously high. We use certain portal in relation to rent, north side, south side, downtown, Kings Park, and we see there's a huge fluctuation of rent. And there is no type of control. And when we look at the price per square foot, look at the trade licensing regime reform data in 2019, accommodation is $1.92 per square foot. When you look at the market, it's like $5 per square. It's ridiculous to say the least. But like I said earlier, rent is not based on out of the sky. People base rent on needs.
Yeah.
And people have mortgage, overhead costs, insurance. So when you rent my building, I take all those into factor.
So you pay all that when you pay
there we go. And so understand the data. So property tax is based, occupies based on rent. As the law requires is 10% of the annual rental value. Now in that rental value, you have insurance and maintenance. So if I pay $100 a month rent as a property owner, receive as a property owner, I don't take home $100 a month. I may take home maybe 45 cents because I got overhead costs, insurance, maintenance, property management. And so it's on that 45 we tax, right? Because you have duties and fees that you pay. Why? Because when you rent, do not comply to the demands because today you rent, tomorrow no rent. Will the tax fluctuate up and down? You have equity across the board. So if you rent $100 a month, and I can't, if I charge $100 a month and you stop rent, you will come to me and say, need a reassessment because you gone from 100 to none.
Nothing.
But in space of value, everything has value. All right? And so what we did, looking at the data, and you look at the rental value, if we were to charge you real rental value on taxation, it won't be 18% on the assessment, maybe 75%. So the rental value data is tremendous. Worse, unoccupied. Unoccupied is based on the market value. The law said 2% of the market value of the property. These empty lots out there, for example, Caribbean shores, not for 25,000. These are 100 and above. Our tax rule have 25, 30,000. So people are not, so I don't want to say not paying a fair share, but I'm saying that the council look into all these data. So when you push out the data, you say, I gone from $1 to $1.25. But rightly should be from $1 to $2.25.
So actually this is supposed to be more than the amount this adjustment is.
There we go. So there was a lot of forecasting to look at the data. Now, to do a quinquennial is about against your budget. Now, property tax is number one revenue earner. But it does not compete entire budget because you have traffic collection, you got market, you got parks and playground. So those fill into the actual municipal budget. Our budget roughly between 27, 28 million. But to provide the essential services and to meet the demands, about 38 million you need per year. So we're not there yet.
You're operating on
so gradually the law provides under section 6.1, every 5 years the council should do a adjustment in tax. It does not only go up, it can be go down because change of use. Change of use, right? So let me give the preamble now. Belize City Council 2013 was the last quinquennial done for Belize City under the previous council. Why is that? There was a municipal bond floating in 2013. So the bondholders say, how you want to pay this back? So there may have to be an adjustment in tax. In 2013, it wasn't 18%. It was 62%. 2013, not 2018, 2013. Wow. There was a huge increase because the last one was done was 2001.
We take too long for doing
right?
an adjustment.
So
understanding
the preamble now. So in 2013, 2018, there was the last quinquennial. 2018 came, a new quinquennial complete, but council change of guards. And when the new council came in, they want to know what is that. And they're not sure how we reach at that, so they defer that. And so it got back now to 2013. From 2018, got back to... So tax done on the value, tax done there below the actual value it should. And then here comes 2022. But before 2022, here comes COVID. And so the policymakers say, let's be careful, because the VAT is gone from 38% in 2018, and then it dropped to 28% in 2022 due to the inflation in the market, everything going down. So the policymakers said, we will not charge that. Let's just do our adjustment in rate from a 9% for occupied to 10%. So
that make easy for stomach.
That make easy for stomach. And then here comes now 2026, 27, where there's a next 5 years period. And we were looking at, as I said before, all the adjustment, all the feasibility, and we come to the realization now, this is more better for us, a better rate to charge than to charge the actual 50% that should be on the books.
So we're gone from, I think it's 2022, we went from the 9% to the 10%, and then now we're
which
at
is a minimal.
Which is very minimal.
Yeah.
Stomach, I could handle that. That like I eat my peas and I struggle
Yeah.
with that to make it.
Yeah.
And then now we're going into 2026
Yeah.
with this 8% increase, which is like a
18% adjustment on the tax assessment.
At the assessment.
Because tax assessment, because the rate remains as 10.
Okay, so the rate still remains
It remains as 10. But the assessment was changed based on the rental data. And when we do the variance, 23% overall adjustment on the variance, it brings that 18% in for occupied. And so we look at it, I would say, like, for example, you're paying $100, 18%, that might be $120. And then we give you 15% discount.
If you're
So
paying
on the
peanut, it's January.
within the period, correct. Within the period, you walk away 3% more adjust on your tax. No, this is where you're concerning the unoccupied. It's where, based on the 23% variance, give us a 40% adjustment. And these properties, most of them are abandoned, neglect. Leave there, become nuisance and hotspot, where the council have to spend a lot of money to try clean these properties. And so we're trying to discourage properties that are unoccupied. You may say, but yeah, you could say that, but where's the money for bill? No, what we are saying, we need to clean the city up. No, we're not punishing the property owners. What we are saying, that if you look at the data, market value in the open market is high compared on the tax roll. It's a big difference. And so when we look at the figure, we look at the budget, because bear in mind that the reason the spirit of the law to do a criminal, they already cited years ago that every 5 years the city develop, it expand. And so we find that the city develop, collect division develop, Port, St. Martin's, and people want service.
Yeah.
And then they're not paying. And so we have to provide this infrastructure and put in place what we did know, float a bond, put the money in, then calculate and then pay back the bondholders. If we wait for you to pay, we can't provide the service.
Yeah.
And so these overhead budgeting, we have to ensure that the compliance rate also need to step up, because 70% is not doing it. And so we are finding all different type of initiative to collect these outstanding. This 30% outstanding is tremendous. It's millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And what the council and the mayor did was to bring that task team to analyze the data, to see what the cause, the defect, the delay, not servicing, and what we found is was tremendous revealing. One is the issue of properties being cancelled and the council don't know. Transfer has been done and we don't know. This concept that land supposed to inform the council is not law. The law said the new owner notify the local authority within 30 days. And so, and then those who have lease within the city believe that they should not pay property tax. When there is two separate acts. Property is for service, lease is for rent to own. So when you become the owner of that lease property, you no longer pay lease land tax, you pay property tax.
Because you didn't know.
And so there's a serious delay in paying taxes because a lot of people have lease, and they feel that when they become an owner, then they should pay the city council. And so we try to interface the data with different ministry. Number one, lands department. It's time to work smart and work hard. We don't need to search, we need to interface data. So when a transfer done, immediately city council receive it.
Yeah.
So maybe we have to amend section 10 to say that. Next thing, archives. These estate, these people got government fire grant, minister fire grant way back in 1960. Lands don't have that data. That's archives. And so when you look at the tax rule, there's a lot of dead accounts where the names are not real. They're not the real owner. When you go to the court, there's a defer or adjourned because these people are not the owner of the property. So that 30% is tremendous to the council. And now people are asking the council, you know, on news other day, this manhole cover next door, this cost the council. Where people are parking on this manhole, block this manhole, we put in the metal and thief them. It's tremendous, you know. And so we are saying this new tax adjustment is to better off not only the city council, but better off the entire city. That the service that people demand and want can be provided in a time-efficient manner.
Somebody's asking, because in regards to this adjustment and this happening for them, maybe they've paid taxes ahead of time.
Yeah.
What happens then to them? That they don't pay their property tax ahead of time? Will they now have to pay this arrears, this money? What happens?
When you say pay ahead of time before the new adjustment came in?
Yes.
Well, it is law. There will be they will have to look at the adjustments, and that's something that we could discuss. They never think about that, to be honest.
Because somebody's saying like, what if taxpayers paid in advance already?
Never really think about that. That's something we can come in and discuss. I don't want to put a decision, but a more policy decision on that. So they can come in and then we can discuss that with them.
I want to pinpoint.
Maybe let's bring Jermaine into the conversation. Do you have anything to add so far to what Mr. Troy has shared?
At the end of this, that's where we come in. Because what we're looking at, ideally what they want is the payment to come in, the taxes to be collected. And so when it is that there's non-compliance, that is when the matter is reached to the court. Because then the court offers that enforcement aspect of it. So we have a compliance unit within the council that monitors the account. They are trying to reach the property owner, and when they have exhausted all means and efforts in trying to reach the owner and collect the taxes, then they would send it over to the court. What we do then is to send out a summons to the defendant, to the property owner. Then that compels them to show up to the court. They go before a magistrate, and they can either accept the claim and say, yes, I know I owe my taxes, I may not be able to pay up front, but could you give me time to do so? And the magistrate would make an order for them to pay monthly.
Okay.
We have, aside from that, the person might not show up any at all, right? But once we have, we're able to prove to the magistrate that this person was duly notified, the summons was served, and they still have not showed up to the court, we proceed with the trial in their absence. And so the magistrate then can say, listen, I'm going to order that this, the taxes be paid by such and such a time. And in default of that, we get the process of a distress. So we put that in a newspaper to let the property owner know you didn't show up, right? So we take that extra step, and this is in the Property Valuation Act as well. It owns Property Valuation Act, whereby after a judgment is made, we put it in the Gazette and the newspaper. So Kevin might own a property. You know Kevin. Kevin may not know of the judgment. But you read your newspaper, you see it, you give Kevin a call and say, bye, I see your name in the newspaper. And the word gets around, right? And so we put it in the newspaper and the Gazette. And after that, when that time period has expired, then we get the bailiff to distress the property, right? Because you've still not come in.
Yeah.
So after that distress is done, it might be an empty lot where there's nothing to distress. They go to the property and there's no building there. There's nothing to crow foot and mark. So then we go back to the court and we say, listen, we've gone through all this process. The property owner defied the court order. And so now we're asking for further remedies. And the court can say, okay, they're satisfied that we've done everything. And so the court appoints an auctioneer to hold a public auction. They appoint the auctioneer, they set the time and the date for the auction, and a public auction is held where the auctioneer actually sells the property. Now, one of the things I want to make clear to our residents, a lot of residents have the misconception that if I have a property and I have that encumbered within the banks, right, that, oh, my property is safe, that gives me a safety net because they can't come after it. No, the law makes provision that your property taxes take first charge on your on the property. So after we sell the property, the first thing that comes out of it is the taxes. And so then what is left behind, your mortgage, or the banks then come in and claim the mortgage or anybody
So
else.
it's kind of
who
like
have-
split off.
Exactly.
Ah.
Right? And if there's no mortgage or any other lien on the property, the surplus of that goes back to the property owner. Right? Yes. And so that's the process that we
How
go
long
through.
would it take, for example, somebody's not showing up?
Mhm.
How long does that process, more or less a timeline that it would take for them to then decide, okay, we have to sell this property or the auction it off?
Mhm.
How long does that normally take?
From the time of the first judgment, we're looking at 6 to 8 months. Because there's a 6 months period after when I talk about the publication in the newspaper, you have 6 months, right, where we monitor it for you to come in. Even throughout the process, the law makes provision and always give the property owner the opportunity to come in, right? So it's not something that would happen immediately. There's time, and we give the property owner, and during that process, at any time, the property owner can come in and say, I mean, up until the day before the auction, they can come and say, listen, I just found out that my property is going to be auctioned tomorrow. I want to settle my taxes now, right? Again, they can comply with the order made. So once that is done, then we notify the court, and the proper documents are prepared.
Why isn't there, because I know when you go and present the summons to somebody, that has to happen, person has to get it in hand, and I understand that full concept. But why isn't there, after the fact, now it's kind of like if it's in the newspaper, if I see that, I might not catch it or so, that I can be able to know what's this next process taking place?
Well, actually, again, the law makes provision, and only for property taxes, makes provision that you do not have to be served in person. It allows the municipality to put the notice on the property. So if you have a mango tree on your property, we can affix the summons onto the tree. Or if there's nothing there, we can actually erect a stick on the property and put the summons there. Right? So there are many different ways that the law makes provision for us to serve the property owner. And I guess that is why, apart from just the service of the summons, as we go through the process, there are the publications in the Gazette and the newspaper to let people know and push it out there as much as possible. And even when we are going to do a public auction, we have a lot of media outreach in social media, and in the newspaper, again, we publish them to let people know what is happening.
So I have 2 questions from our viewers that I would like to ask. And it says, what if the owner lives abroad and is not able to see the Gazette and the newspaper? So what would you do in case to notify them of this course of action?
One of the things that we've started to do, our public auctions are now held live.
Okay.
Right? So it opens up to the diaspora and everybody who tunes in. So what we've noticed since we've started to do this, a lot of people who live abroad, they come in and they check on the property. Because really what was happening, they live abroad and nobody's back home checking on these properties.
Right.
But now that the word has gotten out that this is a process we're taking now, we're trying to enhance collection and compliance, really. Because if you have your property, Renata, and you're maintaining your property, and you have Kevin next door to you who just abandoned their property. You want to get in the yard with your kids and play, but snakes are coming over from his abandoned property. It's an eyesore. These are the complaints that are coming to us, right? And so we end up having to take on that responsibility. And what the law makes provision for us to do as well is for these abandoned properties to cut them and attach whatever cost it is to maintain it onto the property tax as well.
And then to add to that, there is a diaspora desk at the council, a diaspora officer that address these concerns, and then the council move into paperless. So everything will be now online, so you can get your bill wherever you are, but we need to update your tax account with the email and contact number.
So I'm also thinking, again, I want to go back to the idea of somebody living abroad. And Kevin making the point of not being able to see, maybe you sit till the auction day of this happening, or you didn't even see, you didn't even know this whole thing. Is there anything in place where even a text message is sent, where we have on record?
Well, I was just going to say, one of the drives that we're doing right now, and apart from the, and this is why we're pushing the incentive program, to get the property owners to come in. Come in, update your telephone number, update your address, your email address, because again, we're trying to move paperless. We want to foster communication between the municipality and the resident and the property owner. So when we have promotions, you're notified by email.
Exactly.
When we have our summons that we put out, we also publicize on our Facebook page, because we now have Instagram account. So we put the information out there as much as possible at different sections of the media, because really what we want, aside from compliance, you're expecting services from your municipality, and that services comes at a financial cost. So when we collect the taxes, that is what we use to provide the services. We always go back when we have our year in review. When we sit down as a team, we look back, because looking back from 2018 to present, we have over 250 streets that we've either concreted, chip and seal, and that includes drainage work again. So when we sit down and we look at our budget and look at the work that we've done, that those street and infrastructure program, that's over $34 million that we've invested in that, right? And it is to build and develop the municipality. So we encourage the residents, be a part of that development, be a part of the building of Belize City, because that's really what we want. We have this mantra within the council where we do our 3 E's. We engage, educate, and the last thing we do is enforce. So we get on the social media and we try to develop and foster that relationship with the residents, so that the communication, the exchange of information is what is needed. You would have heard Troy mention earlier, many times we have properties that it is only when the matter reaches before the magistrate that is when we learn that you bought a property from Kevin, you got your transfer, but you never registered it at lands. You just held it at home. And so when we go after Kevin and we say, Kevin, it's showing here that you are the property owner, and you say, no, I sold that to Renata 6 years ago. We get your information from him, and when we bring you into the council, you say, okay, I had the transfer, but I didn't go and register it because I don't have the money to pay my stamp duty, or I'm not ready to pay my stamp duty as yet. So that is the delays and the gaps in the system, right? So it's things like that we try to mitigate, and by bringing in the resident and getting that communication going and the exchange of information. That is the main thing, the exchange of information.
Is going to change a lot of things, because I know a lot of people don't read newspaper. I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't read newspaper. So, and a lot of young people don't read newspaper. So you're looking
Hence the reason now we've stepped up and gone through social media.
And that helps
Facebook
a
page,
lot.
Instagram. And so that's
because
our
people
PR
need to see
team
this
is really...
information. Somebody's asking how many years or how many arrears it has to get to the point where now we're court summoned and we have to be dealing with this now. How long does it take?
Well, the approach where our compliance team is taking is the minute it begins to be in arrears, that first year, the compliance then reaches out and try to foster that relationship that we spoke about. But after a year, 2 years, we're looking at 3 years, that is when we're saying no.
Gotcha.
We need to get this in the court, because we don't want it to continue this way and end up, by the time it reaches the court, you have this huge bill that you're unable to maintain. So the minute after the second year of it being in delinquency, we're now looking at bringing the matter to the court. And Belize City is the only municipality that is doing that so far. But I can say the other municipalities are actually making a step towards this. So what they've done, I've done a lot of cross-training with municipalities from out district. They send their employees to Belize City, and we train them into how to take the matters to the court. And so I know that within a year or two, Belmopan, San Ignacio, Orange Walk, they will also be taking the same approach. And when all of us from the different municipalities are on the same page and doing the same thing, we get better compliance throughout the country.
Very good. Jermaine, Troy, we thank you so much for joining us today on the couch to give a thorough explanation. It's time for us to wrap up this conversation. In terms of helping people understand the adjustment in the property taxes. As we wrap up, I would like to ask you, Mr. Troy, how can people reach out to the City Council to have this conversation further, to better understand taxes, do whatever changes, modifications, updates they need to do to their account?
Before I respond to that, I just want to remind the property tax owner the incentive package.
Okay.
That they can take a part of that. For January is 15%, February 10%, and March 5%. For only current. Regardless, you're going to get that on the current. And for senior citizen, it's 65% on one house. So if you got 5 houses, it's only on one where you live in.
Okay.
All right? So, but there is a customer service unit that you can come in and they will actually listen to your concern. And then if they cannot answer, you go to our department. So it's a process we already have in place. But quickly by law, I want to point out that since we already published a notice in the newspaper, there's a 14 days exhibit at the new rule at the council.
Okay.
You can go and view your assessment. The law requires for that.
Okay.
14 days. But yes, we have a customer service unit at all the concerns and questions. You go there and they will actually address your concerns.
Very good. We thank you so much for that.
On our Facebook page. I just want to add to that we have our Facebook page and our Instagram page. You reach out and somebody from our PR team will be responding and getting the relevant information.
That's also very good.
One more thing, don't forget, critical that since 2018, the council has actually fixed 250 streets, which equals to $38 million from 2018. So your tax is working. So it's important you be a part of that movement and that change and that development within your space.
Good. So with that, Ren, it's time for us to wrap up the show. It's 8:29. So we want to thank our guests that joined us today with Yao Ling, Loretta Pelayo, Joy Lee Shi, and Darren Gentle talking about the upcoming watercolor exhibit that's going to be taking place at the at the Mexican Institute here in Belize City on January 23rd. It starts at 7 p.m. If you're going to attend, please call the Mexican Institute for you to let them know that you're going to be ahead of time so they can be able to cater to you. The exhibit runs for 3 months, so you have time to go and appreciate Yao Ling's work. And we also want to thank our friends from Belize City Council joining us to talk about the adjustments with the property tax. Last words, Ren?
No, I think I'm just going to be safe as you traverse through this weekend, guys. Let's give grace and let's, have a great time.
Yeah, let's keep our immune systems healthy with this cold fronts and sniffles going around. Let's do our best to stay healthy. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. We're going to see you again on Monday. Is Jules going to be on? We're going to find out that on Monday.
Stay tuned, guys.
There's so many things happening, but stay tuned.
Bye.
Bye, we love you. And now you have to dance.
Thank you.
Now you have to dance.
Dance?
Yeah.
Place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all concerns we share today. You will discover how the world turns each day. When the sun comes up